welcome back to another video and welcome to your stimulus check update, stimulus package, and infrastructure update and daily news report. Now we have a lot of stuff to actually discuss in today's video. First, we're going to address how Democrats are pushing for new stimulus checks. I addressed this yesterday, but we're getting breaking news that is coming out that I want to bring to your attention. So make sure you do not miss that. I'm also going to discuss a little bit regarding the infrastructure news out today. We're also going to talk about the housing crisis, where we're at there. So again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you had an incredible weekend. But let's dive into the update for today. First, President Biden wants to raise the corporate tax rate to 28%. It is currently at 21%, and this is from a Trump tax cut. However, Senator Joe Manchin has actually proposed we only jump it from 21% up to 25%. That is his exact wording. He wants to see it at 25%, so the United States is still competitive with other countries. Well, we now know, and this is what I addressed yesterday, that Senator Ron Wyden, as well as a few others, Mark Warner as well, they are actually proposing a bill to entice large corporations and businesses to stop moving their operations overseas and to expand more domestically. Now, I bring this up because I brought this up yesterday. According to their findings, they are saying this could increase tax revenue. This could increase tax revenue by as much as $800 billion. $800 billion is what this could bring in. So they are saying that this move would help fund the $3.5 trillion infrastructure bill, which again does not have a stimulus check in it. However, according to reports and according to what Senator Ron Wyden said just last week, and he said, and I quote, "To right the ship, we're ending incentives to ship jobs overseas and closing loopholes that allow companies to stash their profits in tax havens." Now, as I mentioned the other day, this news of two $1,400 stimulus checks, this was more of an opinion piece by Business Insider. This was just a kind of fact that yes, $800 billion could, not that it will, it could actually bring on two $1,400 stimulus checks and it would fully fund them. Well, since yesterday, okay, a group of Democrats wants to use the Trump tax cut as a way to get Senators Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema on board with their spending plan of $3.5 trillion. But they want to offer Joe Manchin that 25% corporate tax rate in exchange for an additional stimulus check to the American people. Yes, that is the reports out this morning, that they want to use this 25% tax cut, this agreement, instead of going to 28 and instead of staying at 21, let's meet in the middle at 25%. But we haven't heard from Senator Joe Manchin yet. Again, this is more breaking news. This is more breaking news that we're just getting out this morning. So again, as we get more updates on this, I promise I will fill you in on that new news and information as we get it. But just understand, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I'm not saying there's a proposal out there. I'm just saying it was floated. The idea that a group of Democrats want to use the Trump tax cut and offer Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema that 25% corporate tax rate in exchange for one additional stimulus check, that's now on the table. Again, no proposal, but we will see if they decide to draw something up in the next bill. But what I can tell you is if we cannot get Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema on board with whatever it is, then it doesn't matter. It will not pass. We have to get both of those senators on board. And I can tell you right now, according to many experts, if Democrats can get Joe Manchin on board with whatever their ideas are, they will easily be able to get Kyrsten Sinema on board as well. So again, we will see what happens with that, but that is great news that yes, there's a group of Democrats that are trying to push for one additional stimulus check of $1,400. This isn't going to use the full $800 billion, but it would use probably about $400 billion. But what they're saying is this would be better than nothing. And like I stated over this weekend, is that Democrats are worried that the issues over in Afghanistan are now making it very difficult for them to retake their seats in the upcoming midterm, which is going to happen in 1 year. They say that we're going to still be dealing with this Afghanistan situation next year. But if Democrats can't get more relief to the American people, then they're pretty much shooting themselves in the foot. So we will see. Let's get into the housing crisis. And let me just know this. If you believe that $1,400, would this be life-changing for you? Would this really benefit you? Some say yes, this would be life-changing. Others say no, it's too far into this pandemic. That $1,400 is more of just a slap in the face. Why couldn't we be like Canada, who's been receiving $2,000, yes, $2,000 Canadian, but still $2,000 every single month? Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comment section below. Now, we do have a major housing crisis, okay? It's a major housing crisis, and we need to get this under control. What you are probably seeing, if you watch the news lately, you're probably seeing that the housing market is booming. That's great. We're seeing record numbers of new homes being built. That's awesome if you are a home builder. And equity in homes is through the roof. It is through the roof. Equity is just going up and up and up. That's great. This is all great if you own real estate. If you do not own real estate, you do not have a home, you don't have any rentals, that's an issue. That's a big issue. So what about the people that are renting? Well, renters are now seeing their rents go up. As home prices go up, rents, when people are short on funds, rents are going to be increasing. And this is not something that many want to see. As somebody that, does own real estate, obviously I want to see my property values go up. Obviously rents are going to follow, right? Should we be raising rents? Probably not. But lawmakers are looking at ways to provide more affordable housing. But yet are they coming out with different proposals and bills to not only, help out the landlords and the renters? Not really. They're providing rental assistance, that's just too slow, and states aren't sending out the money. They're changing the rules as they kind of go, but again, it's still too slow. But right now, some say we need to come up with different ideas because what we have been proposing is not working. Obviously. Just to give you an idea, in Boise, Idaho, one of the fastest growing cities throughout this pandemic, they have seen rents increase by 39% since last March. In Spokane, Washington, 32%. Fresno, California, 26%. Tampa, Florida, 24%. And Chandler, Arizona, 23%. Those are huge increases. Let's say you have a $1,000 home, $1,000 rent per month. Well, just in Spokane, Washington, if that was $1,000 last year, that would have jumped up to $1,320 this year. In Chandler, Arizona, that would have jumped from $1,000 last year to $1,230 this year. Those are insane jumps, and we can't sustain those numbers, especially when people are not back to work. We have over 7 million people that are not working. Millions of people are homeless. Many people are going to be evicted. Over 6 million people could easily be evicted. And once they are evicted and now come into a new home, if they can even get it and qualify, how are they supposed to pay an even higher rent now than before? So according to one report, we will most likely see some form of stimulus for people that are being evicted or people that are homeless. And this could potentially be something like a tax credit for a down payment to get into a home, your security deposit. That's what we could be looking at. So just keep in mind, there's discussions on that. But as always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share more. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.